guys, so it's pretty windy right now. That's because I'm outside, but I'm hoping you guys can still hear what I'm saying. So we are on holiday and we're camping, and I thought it might be really fun to kind of like show you what we eat whilst we're camping. So here is that video. Got a couple of little camping hacks for you guys, probably things that you already know about, but in case you don't, like, here's a couple of my tips. Got my dinner just cooking away, sausage casserole just cooking away to the side, so you can hear that bubbling away. So a couple of little hacks. Always when you're buying your canned food at supermarket or wherever, I always look for cans that have got the ring pull on. We do have a can opener in the van, but sometimes it's just like a real faff to kind of get it out and use it. And then if if you've got your rubbish that you've got in a whatever container, use it. You've got beware of like the sharp jagged edges on the can. So I always go for one with a pull top, which just makes life so much easier. Same with, like, we've got some red wine in the dinner. Now John and I, we're not big alcohol drinkers, so I literally only buy like a small little bottle for the recipe and not a big bottle for drinking. Obviously we're not the norm, so some of you might like to buy the big bottle, which is totally your jam, but we always buy like the screw top one for the same reason as the cans, rather than a cork. And my last little hack, garlic. I always buy for camping the garlic puree. It's just so much easier. In fact, I like using this at home as well because I like it. But yeah, it's just so much easier when you're camping and having to peel and etc. the garlic. A good squirt of that is the same as like a garlic clove, basically. So a couple of little hacks for you. So in terms of our meals and everything, I am a big meal planner, whether we are at home or whether we're camping. And when we're camping, I have all my recipes. That's got wet! I know why. My daughter's water soaker toy thing. Can't be too precious. So I have a traveller's notebook. This is just a standard size fabric traveller's notebook, and inside I have a traveller's notebook insert, and in here are just a load of different recipes that I have written out. Now these recipes, I can't tell you where they come from because they don't come from one source. They come from a few different places. So they come from like various different cookbooks of mine at home, and anything that like from at home, and also from my friends, and also a couple of like just everywhere I see a recipe basically that is something that you can cook on the hob or on a grill. I write it down in that traveller's notebook, and I've got like a collection now of all of my recipes, everything that's like possible to do whilst we're camping in the van, and it helps like so much. So the week before we go camping, so we like cook pretty much like and bring our own food with us for the whole week, because several reasons really. One is we're not a family who has lots and lots of money, so we can't afford to eat out pretty much at all, let alone every night. So yeah, we don't eat out because we can't afford it, and so we buy all our own food. Occasionally we'll have some like chips or something at the beach if we're by a beach. Secondly, we are as a family pretty much vegan, and sometimes it's hard to find stuff to eat when you're out and about, and we like to cook fresh food and eat fresh food, and we're going, like this week, we are camping in Scotland and in an area that we've never been before, so we don't actually know if there's like shops around that we're going to be able to buy food or anything like that. And we've got a little one with us, and you know what kids are like, you know, 5 minutes down the road it's like, I'm hungry. So it's good to kind of like have snacks so that you know, she can be fed and all that kind of stuff, and we don't have to find food. And we try and eat healthy as much as we possibly can, so I try and like do healthy like snacks. So bringing it all with us is kind of like the only way to be able to do that, really. So before we come away, I take my little book and I go through all my recipes and I write a list of all the recipes that we'd like to have. Now I would like to say like that a lot of the recipes, they do have like fresh food, but because sometimes it's difficult to be able to have like fresh food like for like a week's camping, some of them are like more like tinned stuff, and we tend to eat mainly all our fresh meals, like stuff with like the fresh food in at the beginning of the week, and then kind of have like more of the store cupboardy stuff towards the end of the week. So I write out a list of what we're having, and I just like put a clip on here of the week's meals, and all the recipes are in here, so we know what we're having. And on the other side, on the other page, is a list of lunch things, so I know what we're having. And I do my shopping. I go to the supermarket with my shopping list and I do my shopping, and we pack it all up in the van, and then we're good to go. So the van already is a little bit of a mess, but here we have our cool box, and this is a sort of cool box that you can plug in, so we can plug it into like the car battery whilst we're driving, and we can plug it into the leisure battery when we're camping and stuff. We don't have that much fresh because we don't eat dairy. We don't have that much fresh stuff. Like tonight is the first night of camping and we're having corn sausages, so like we're eating them first, so we don't really have that much like dairy, like fresh stuff that needs to be refrigerated. But in the cool box I like to put like our salad and vegetable stuff just to keep them a little bit better. And that's just like shoved over there at the moment because we're like trying to cook. And then in our camper van we have this is a Kallax unit from IKEA, and we just have these boxes, and we have one of these. This one is full of breakfast, lunch and snacks. Another hack, we buy like long life UHT milk. We use almond milk, and we buy like the UHT long life version, so it's in there. And then when it's opened, we then transfer it to the cool box. So we have one of these for snacks and one of these for our like main meals and dinner items. So just these two and a cool box, and that is enough meals and snacks for our family of 3 for a whole week. So that's basically kind of like the prep and the reasons why and everything. So for the rest of the video, I thought I would literally just show you every single day our meals. I don't know whether I'll show you like everything. Like our breakfasts are literally just going to be literally just milk and cereal every day. We've got Weetabix with us, we've got Special K with us, and we've also got Crunchy Nut cornflakes, and the almond milk. So we'll have cereal every day. But I thought I'd definitely show you our main meals that we have every day, in the hopes that like kind of might inspire you and give you some ideas on what you can like camp, like cook with you. As you saw, all our cooking is on like one little ring, and it's portable. We do have 2 of those rings, mainly just in case like that one breaks, to be honest with you, and we're in the middle of nowhere and then we're stuck without a cooker. But we very rarely use the 2. Usually we just use 1. So it's just to show you that you can like do loads of like 1 ring, 1 pan kind of meals, that kind of thing. So hopefully it might give you some ideas and inspire you. So, and you've seen like kind of the information on what we do and why. So yeah, I hope you enjoy having a look at our meals for the rest of the week. Tonight is the first night of our trip. It's a Friday night and tonight's dinner is sausage and cannellini bean casserole. So we're at a beautiful beach location tonight and John has done the cooking. Tonight's dinner is chili mac, so basically a chili with pasta and it's got some vegan cheese in it, so nice yummy chili mac. So for lunch today we're having some wraps. I've just crumbled up some falafel, we've got some chopped up spring onions, some chopped up cucumber and a bit of a splodge of sweet chili sauce. After me saying that we wouldn't eat out and we don't eat out, we ended up eating out because we were late getting, we did a lot of driving and we were late getting to our destination, and by that point we were just hungry and we needed to eat fast. So we stopped at a pub and had burger and chips. For our lunch today we're having wraps again, and in our wrap we've got some Dijon mustard, avocado, mango chutney and pine nuts. So tonight's the first night that we've been played by mozzies, really, so hood up. So we had a bit of an issue with our cool box, that it was draining the leisure battery, and so we haven't, like, we ate like all our like fresh and dairy stuff. We ate them kind of, not dairy stuff, we haven't got dairy, but you know, our stuff that needed refrigerating, really. We ate that kind of like right at the very beginning of the week. And I was keeping like my vegetables in there as well, so it'd keep fresh, but we haven't been able to plug it in. So a couple of the vegetables have gone a bit, yeah. So we have lost a couple of them, which is a bit of a shame. But tonight, got a combination of, vegetables have kind of got a bit, cut off to cook. So having something a bit processed but quick and easy. But we're not massively hungry tonight. We had quite a lot of wraps at lunchtime, and we've had quite a bit of snacks today. We did quite a bit of a walk to the beach, and we've had a couple of snacks and stuff, so we're not like massively hungry, so we're just doing something like, you know, easy. So for dinner tonight, we have got some Bombay potatoes. It's just boiled potatoes with a Tesco jar of Bombay potato sauce. I saw these last time we went camping and I bought one and they were really nice. It's really nice to kind of have some jarred stuff in, you know, for ease when you're camping. And I've also got a naan bread, and that is our dinner tonight. So for lunch today we're having wraps again. This is an adapted recipe from the Amy Carlin Keep It Vegan. It's got chickpeas I've just fried a bit in some spices, some avocado, some mango, some sweet corn and some spring onion. Now we have got pizza and chips. It's dark and dingy because it's been raining. Hang on, let me see if I can see. There we go, got a beautiful view. But that's what we're having for dinner tonight. The pizzas are the Chicago Town deep dish pizzas, and they were cooked in the Ridge Monkey sandwich toaster. We saw this little thing on a YouTube video and Miss B bought John it for Father's Day, so we're testing it out. No, the pizza is not vegan. Occasionally we eat vegan most of the time, but occasionally we do branch out every now and then. And so for convenience tonight, we're eating this pizza. For our lunch today, we've got wraps again. These wraps are tomato and herb from the Co-op with some hummus, some sweet potato falafel and some cucumber. We're still at a beautiful, beautiful beach location, and tonight's dinner we have got stir fry. It's broccoli and cashew nut stir fries, a bit of onions, a bit of ginger, sweet chili sauce, that kind of thing. It's not like the most Pinterest worthy photo, but it is sure delicious and yummy. So for lunch today, we've had some chips. We were going to have wraps, but in Applecross we found this really cute Airstream trailer, and they were selling chips, chips by the beach, so we thought we'd have some. It wasn't very expensive, but it was a nice little treat, particularly on a blustery day, and it was really nice to support like a little local independent rural. So dinner tonight is risotto. It's my green risotto. So it's got some onions, some broccoli, some asparagus, obviously risotto rice, a bit of wine, and my special ingredient, which I love putting in risotto like this, like my green risotto, is a couple of spoons from a jar of pesto with this beautiful mountain drop. So for our last night's meal, we had curried cauliflower. So the cauliflower was cooked in curry paste with onions, and we had lentils and rice all thrown into the same pot, cooked in the same pot with cashew nuts on the top.